Synergy Controller Application Note 99, Synergy Server. I'm Jared Foreman from Title Engineering Corporation, and today I'm going to talk about a technology we've developed called Synergy Server. Our team at Title Engineering designs and manufactures the Synergy brand of environmental test chamber and process oven touchscreen controllers. For the last 15 years, we have been working hard to supply technology that helps our customers work more efficiently and maximize returns on investments in test chambers and process ovens. One of the things that our customers are always telling us they're looking for is an easier way to manage test data, programs, and configurations. Our Synergy Server is a solution that addresses this requirement, a database appliance for organizations with multiple test chambers across facilities. Okay, so what is the Synergy Server? Let me show you around. In part 1, I demonstrated the features and benefits of the Synergy Server. In this part, I'll demonstrate the installation and setup. The Synergy Server is a virtual machine, which is a technology that makes software installation simple and straightforward. I will show you how to download and install the Synergy Server on your computer. We will go over how to add a controller to the Synergy Server, then how to add a new user to the server. Let's get started. The Synergy Server is a Linux virtual machine that runs in a VMware player on a Windows computer. The advantage of the virtual machine is the web server and database software are pre-installed and set up, and the Linux software is free. To set up the Synergy Server, I download the Synergy Server virtual machine and install the VMware player. First, I download the Synergy Server virtual machine. Now I copy the virtual machine in the C drive on my computer so it's easier to find later on. I go to the VMware.com website. Under the Downloads tab, I find the VM player. I click Download for Windows and it installs. I'm going to take a short break. This may take a few minutes. Once the VM player is done installing, I'd run the Synergy Server virtual machine. It may take a moment to unpack. I download the firmware toolbox for Linux. To enter the virtual machine, I click on the virtual machine window. Now I can only use the arrow keys and enter to select. To exit the virtual machine and come back to my PC, I hold Ctrl and Alt at the same time. If I want, I can change the IP address. I press Enter at the Advanced menu. I select Networking and press Enter. Then scroll down to the static IP and press Enter. I can now alter the IP address. This address will be used later on. Since the virtual machine is now open, I can access the Synergy Server. In order to access the Synergy Server, I type the IP address followed by /SynServer with capital S's. The first time I log in, I use the username admin and the password admin, both with capital A's. Now it's time to set up my controller with the Synergy Server. This is the controller page, which displays all the controllers on the server. I can search for a controller based upon the controller name, the location, or the serial number. But first, I'll need to add a controller before I can search for one. I do this by going to Add Controller. I will name the controller Jared Nano. The location is my office. If it's in a specific building or chamber, you can specify that here. Next, the serial number, which can be found on the controller by going to the maintenance screen and clicking on the About folder. Once I have entered the serial number and pressed Add Controller, it's time to go to My Controller. From the home page, I go to the command screen, then the Ethernet network folder, then the Synergy Server folder, then the Synergy Server Setup folder. If I forget where I am, I can see my location at the top of the screen. First, type the Synergy Server key into the controller. If you do not know your Synergy Server key, please contact Title Engineering. Next, I type the SynServer address 172.16.10.205. Your IP address is the same as your virtual machine static IP. Then, I enable the SynServer option. If you want to be able to back up your controller, enable the controller backup option. From here, I go back once and into Establish Connection. When I click Connect, it tells me a connection is made. This means my controller is now ready to be used with the Synergy server. Next, I'll show you how to add a user. From the Synergy server users page, I see a list of all the different users of the Synergy server. I want to add myself, so I click Add User. For the user, I type Jared. My password is also Jared. My first name is Jared. My last name is Foreman. My email address is jared.foreman@titleeng.com, and I work in the innovation team. For the security settings, I will read the entire server, but not alter it, so I'll leave everything at read. Now I have been added to the Synergy server, and my work here is done. Time to log out of the Synergy server. We have learned how to set up and install the Synergy server onto your PC. I showed you how to connect your controller with the server. At the end, we learned how to add a new user to the server. This concludes the Synergy server setup and installation tutorial. If you'd like to know more about features and benefits, please refer to Part 1. For more information, please refer to Application Note 99 and VM Appliance 006, available online. If you have any other questions, please contact us at our website at www.titleeng.com. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.